So there's a lot of things that AHA can be doing. They started with their modules and a lot of awareness for healthcare. And I think now with the power of the Innovation Institute and a lot of the data that they're able to pull and their alliances they're forming, they can really change the game in cardiovascular care. And in some ways that we just heard would be, in clinical decision support tools or analytics, or really enabling a lot of these newer innovations and disruptive technologies to enter the healthcare space. I think specifically in that question that you asked that's the sole role. I mean, that's a huge role that AHA can play. They've always been active in actually bringing awareness to the patients. And I think with patients being more aware and technology being more so adopted, it gives them a platform to really dive into their problems and really understand from the patient side, what it is that they're looking for and how healthcare can revolve around them. In all clinical practices, we're always taught and we're always told that the patient is the sole person you do this for. Everything we do in healthcare is centered around the patient. And I think the AHA's ability to really align their mission and their vision around that is better than anyone else out there. A lot of times as patients, you hear them getting frustrated that, they don't know what my doctor's saying, or my doctor only spends 2 minutes with me. But the AHA actually gives them a venue, a vehicle to be able to talk about their problems. And you saw this when Nancy spoke at HIMSS, she brought on a patient. And there are very few people who did that. And that's the best part about AHA, is their branding is truly patient-centric.